What up? It's your boy A9. Today, we not in the car. We just chilling. Alright? And what we're going to talk about, real quick, nothing's too serious. Well, yeah, it's very serious. But, everybody's joked about it or whatever. But I've joked about it. But let's talk about it for real, for real. 21 Savage got arrested by ICE, ICE. I don't remember the acronyms or whatever, but they arrested him because apparently, according to them, he is a UK resident. He was born in the UK, but that was proven to be false, even though that's what ICE said. And later on, somebody I follow who, keeps up on hip hop news or whatever, apparently said that he was, which I assumed because I knew his mom was Dominican. So for his mom to be Dominican and him to be born in UK, it's a lot of traveling. Personally, for me to think, okay, she went from Dominican to the UK all the way to Atlanta, like it didn't make sense to me. Especially with her apparently has like 6 brothers and 4 sisters or something like that, or 4 brothers and 6 sisters, something like that. So like, it just didn't make sense to me. But later on, somebody revealed that he was born in the Commonwealth of the Dominica or something like that, which Dominican people can be born from either Dominican Republic or that place, which apparently is a UK territory, which means he isn't born in the UK, but he was born in a place that is under UK rule in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing is, the part that doesn't make any sense to me, of course, the part about him being born in UK and everybody joking about him being English, which was funny. Of course, past that, it just didn't make sense, the original story. But once I knew, wait, his mom's Dominican, this doesn't make any sense. Once somebody said that the Commonwealth of Dominica is owned by UK, it made a little more sense. But what still doesn't make sense is why now, okay? 21 Savage, of course, is a savage. He's told us about the life he grew up in, the people he's been around. He went to jail in, I believe, 2014 for a felony drug charge, which, when you are arrested, they check the system for you, right? The system would have popped up saying he is not a legal resident or he is not a citizen of the United States. He has a visa, blah, blah, blah. And they would have deported him back then, 5 years ago. Why? When he has escaped the life of crime, when he is trying to build up the black community, when he goes and performs his song a lot with J. Cole, not with J. Cole, but performs his song a lot, and he switches the lyrics to talk about, I couldn't imagine my child stuck at the border, and they still need water in Michigan. When he talks about real political stuff, all of a sudden, ICE comes back on him saying, "Oh, your visa is expired. You've been living out here illegally for the past 14 years." Blah, blah, blah. He's not who he says he is. Why now, when he is a multimillionaire, when he is doing good for himself, when he is, no pun intended, better than he was, you know what I'm saying? Does he get arrested for apparently being an illegal citizen? Like, everybody's made their jokes. Everybody said, it makes sense now. He's always like tea and crumpets, like stuff like that. Oh, he's not 21 Savage. He's Sir Savage the 21st. Jokes like that is good. You know what I'm saying? And, I feel bad. I'm not a Demi Lovato fan. I actually hate Demi Lovato for some reason. But for once, I kind of feel bad that people killed her just because she says she's enjoying the memes, which means the jokes that other people were making. She's saying, I like them, and everybody just killed her as if she was the one making jokes. She was not making jokes. If y'all want to kill somebody, kill the people who were making the jokes that she laughed at. You know what I'm saying? And I feel people went at Demi Lovato the way they should have went at Tommy Lauren. Tommy Lauren came out in a form of hate, talking about some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ICE agents at your door or whatever, ready to deport you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They should have killed her. Demi Lovato, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have went at her the way they did. I don't like Demi Lovato, but the way they was just attacking her and calling her a crackhead and all the stuff like that was just crazy and out of hand, out of pocket and all that. You know what I'm saying? When you got Tommy Lauren literally laughing about this dude being deported. You know what I'm saying? But it's whatever. I really don't care as far as the Demi Lovato thing. I just thought it was kind of weird how they went at one person a lot harsher than they did a person who literally isn't for us. You know what I'm saying? Demi Lovato hasn't shown that she doesn't care about black people. I just don't like her because of issues in my childhood that I can't talk about right now, which I might talk about a long time ago, but I mean I might talk about later, but still. But this situation is crazy. I really like 21 Savage. I enjoyed his last album. I love his interviews. I think he a good dude. You know, he from Atlanta, which I'm not from Atlanta, but I didn't grow up in Atlanta. What am I saying? I grew up in New Orleans, but I lived in Atlanta for Katrina. You know what I'm saying? I just like he's not as artificial as everybody else. He seems like a real dude. You know what I mean? So my prayers out to 21 Savage and his family and all stuff like that. It's just real crazy how this happens right now. You know what I'm saying? #1 album in the country, multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He's really making moves. And this just happens. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But that's it for me. That's just kind of my thoughts. That's just me breaking down. You know, that's just me telling my mindset on the whole situation. This might not be as edited because I kind of went through this kind of fluidly. Usually I'm, got to edit some stuff out because I'm just like thinking about stuff, but I just knocked it down real quick. But anyways, that's it for me. I'm out. Too sweet. Deuces.